everyone, for this tutorial I'm going to be using a super chunky yarn. This one is Stylecraft Special XL and this is just the cream colour, and I'm going to be using a 10mm hook. Now you can use any yarn that you like for this project, but this specific one is just supposed to be like a really fast blanket that you just might want to whip up really quickly, and obviously in that case a chunky or super chunky yarn is going to be the fastest way to do that. So let's get started. So to start with, you're going to want to make your slip knot, and to do this you're simply going to pop the tail end of your yarn over your finger and cross it in front of the other piece of yarn and just hold it between your fingers, and then wrap the yarn around your finger again and hold it together with the tail piece, and then pull over the back loop over the front of the first one and just pull up to tighten, and that's your slip knot. So for this project you can chain any number that you want, it doesn't matter at all, it just as long as it is as wide as you want it to be. Just chain that amount, and then you need to add an additional 3 chains onto the end. So to chain, you're going to yarn over and pull through the loop, and again yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, and you're going to carry on creating your chain until you get to the desired width, and then once you get to that desired width you're going to add 3 chains onto the end. So I'll meet you back there once you've done that. So I've created my chain. Obviously I've only got quite a short chain because I'm just doing a sample piece for you today. So now we want to work our way back across our chain, and you're going to be doing half treble crochets. Now in the US this would be your half double crochet, but in the UK we class this as the half treble. So you're going to be working into the 3rd chain from the hook, so you never count the chain that's on your hook. You start with this one here. So this is 1, 2 and 3. So you're going to be working into this 3rd chain just here. And to do a half treble crochet you're going to yarn over, and then you're going to insert your hook into that 3rd chain from the hook and yarn over and pull up. So you've got 3 loops on your hook now, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 and pull through all 3 loops on your hook, and then you're going to do another half treble into the next chain. So you're going to yarn over again and insert into that very next chain, yarn over and pull up, so you've got your 3 loops, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops like that. And you're going to do this all the way along your foundation chain. You're going to do 1 half treble into every single chain along. So if you want to carry on doing your half trebles, or remember half doubles in the US, you want to work your way, and I will meet you when you get to the end of your foundation chain. I'm just getting to the end of my foundation chain now. I just have this 1 chain space left. I'm going to do my last half treble into there, and then we'll be ready to start row 2. So that is how you should be looking so far. And to start the next row, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to turn your work, and we're going to work back along the other way now. And in this row we are going to start creating the ridges. So to create the ridge is really simple. All we're going to do is work into the back loops instead of working into both loops like we may normally do. So normally you would put your hook through and you would have your V on the top, and you would go through the side of the stitch at the top, but instead we're going to be working just into the back loops of the V. So you're going to be working into the back loop just here. So you'll only have one on your hook like this instead of two. So now we are actually just on the repeat, so I will only need to technically show you this last row, and then you'll just repeat the pattern until your blanket gets as long as you want it to be. So we're going to still be doing half trebles. So you're going to work into where we've just done our chain 2 here. We've gone chain 2, and then there is your very first stitch right here. So you've got your chain 2, and then your very first stitch is this one here at the base of where you've done your chain 2. So you're going to yarn over and insert just into the back loop, and then yarn over and pull up. So you've got your 3 loops once more, and then yarn over, pull through all 3, and again. Just going into the back loops. So it really is a very, very simple design and very easy to do. So obviously if you're a beginner, this should be absolutely perfect for you. Something that you'll be able to do really easily. You won't really have to think about it very much, but it will give you a lovely little effect as you work your way along. So if you just carry on working your way along your row, and then I will just meet you when you get back towards the end, just to show you how we keep our edges nice and straight. I'm at the end of my row now. I've just done a half treble into the back of this treble here from the previous row, but we still have the chain 3 from the beginning here that we need to make sure that we work into. So you're just going to yarn over and insert into that top of that chain 3. I do like to catch both as I do the last stitch. It just helps to keep the edges straight. And then I'm just going to do my half treble, and you can see that's just going to keep your edge nice and straight as you work up. So you will have just created your very first little ridge in your blanket, and now we're going to turn over. So you're going to chain 2 and turn once more, and you'll be able to see and feel that you've got a nice dipped section here now to your blanket. I don't know whether you can really see on the camera, but you can certainly feel it in real life. So now you are just going to repeat that previous row again and again, going into the back loops, and every time you go into the back loop it will give you a ridge or a dip in the opposite direction. So this is dipping in, this next ridge will push up on this side and then dip down again, and it will give you like a very soft little wavy ridged pattern as you look at it and as you hold it. But it is, because it's super chunky, it's a really, really nice warm blanket as well. It'll be great for all those sort of chenille type yarns. I know people like to really use those for baby blankets and stuff, so it'll be a great pattern to use those for as well. I'm going to work up a couple more rows now, just so that you can get the an idea on the end effect. So you just need to carry on repeating that previous row, but I will meet you back here in a moment just to show you how it looks as it works up a little further. A few more rows now. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I've done 6 rows now. I'm hoping you can tell on the camera and that it picks up. I'm hoping that you can see the ridges that you create as you work this pattern up. So we've got a dip here, and then a rise, and then a dip, a rise, a dip, rise, dip, rise, and so on. And that's how your blanket would work up. So I don't know if you can see it amazingly well on the camera, but it really is, it makes like a really nice squishy soft blanket, especially in this super chunky yarn. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial. I know it's a really nice, simple one, but sometimes simple is the best way to go sometimes. It might be simple, but it's still really pretty and really effective. So if you did enjoy it, just give me a quick thumbs up, and remember to subscribe to keep up to date, because I do tend to put a video up every week. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you again very soon for the next tutorial. Bye for now.